Hello everyone, Turnerburner here for another video for you guys. This is a video I've been wanting to make for quite some time now. This is my first Ice Queen Master win. I did about 9 months ago, sometime in March, according to the upload. I left it as private because I was so embarrassed with my gameplay. But I did get carried, and we did win on our second try. At the time, the person who was teaching me how to play, he said that this map was the hardest map in the game. This is when only maps through Operation 2 were released. All of the Operation, launch hives, Operation 1, Operation 2 maps were released. So he said this one was the hardest map in the game, which at the time was probably true. That or the Warren, just depends on how you look at it. Mainly because no one really knew how to deal with the matriarch, or very few people knew how to deal with the matriarch. But because of some things that happens in this game, and I really didn't know what I was doing, I never uploaded it because I was so embarrassed. But now, I haven't looked at it in a long time, so let's just get right into it and see how it goes. So you guys are probably used to Ice Queen score runs, Ice Queen solo runs. This is before all of that. This is like just when I'm learning the maps. The person that was helping me, he took me through, I believe, all the maps in about 3 or 4 days. You got all of them done. And I have, some other ones that are not uploaded for some reason. I don't really know why. But if you guys like this video and you want me to do another analysis video on those ones as well, just my first time winning certain hives, just, comment below and let me know. All right, so I am Keegan. Oh, I remember now. So what happened was for most of the beginning maps, I was Lonnie. Lonnie was the best character in the game by far. He wanted me to get used to being a melee character, not needing any bullets. But we did the attempt before this. He did not like to such a degree that he, changed to being Lonnie. And he wanted me to be Keegan so we can resupply drop shot. And also, it was a horde character that was pretty high on my end. So Lonnie is a good character that one thing that's common in Ice Queen, at least at that time, was only one character typically made the safe room. So that character was typically Lonnie. So you wanted to have a Lonnie on your team, or you pretty much, she was one of the best. She was the best safety net. You were going to at least have someone you can rely on in a pinch. So anyway, so I was Keegan this game. So I'm super nervous actually. So all the same modifiers as before. No nerfs or buffs necessarily. The Wardens and Matriarch are not as good as they are now. That's about it, though. I think I'm lagging a little bit, which means that it's probably my friend who's host. It was good for the Lonnie character to have host if they're going to do. So we have the cakewalk. We have the easy spawn, the reject spawn, which is way easier to do than the juvie spawn. I think we had the juvie spawn when I was Lonnie on the previous attempt. All right, let's see what I do here. I grab a long shot. Grab the drop shot. We don't have a Mac or anything, so I'll probably get the ammo. Yeah, I'm definitely not host in this game. I could tell by the delay in picking up the ammo, like severe delay. And I don't know if I was even able to. I didn't really know how to hit this sniper. See, someone else got it. Still not active, so I'm not sure what exactly I'm aiming at. And then I shoot an Elite Grenadier for some reason, which is a complete waste. And then I shoot him again. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got a headshot there. I'm wasting all my ammo at this point. I think I used 3 bullets on Elite Grenadier. Alright, so we got 2 drones and 2 Elite Grenadiers remaining. This is the part where Lonnie just takes over. She can still do... wow, what a shot. She can still do stuff like this. You just got to be a little bit better than you had to be in that operation, in Operation 2. So I go to the right, which, is a complete waste of time, and that's what he told me. So I still do that same principle today. I only go left. So now I have no sniper for the poppers. I have no sniper for the drop shot Scion. So I'm just kind of just waiting around. The poppers, I don't know why the other guy went to the supply room. He was a meal, so I'm not sure what he was doing that for. And then he gets downed. I think he's an old Horde buddy. I don't know. I haven't played with him in a while. I think I get him. Yeah, I think I go to get him, which is... So all these rejects are still alive. He may have gotten one, I don't know. So I go pick him up. So the Scion's dead, but the Lonnie got downed. Still better than what was happening. So I have 1 drop. And I'm just not really doing anything. I'm just kind of... I'm just kind of figuring out my way on Ice Queen. But typically the Lonnie did all the work. I have no idea why I picked up the drop shot. The Lonnie should pick up the drop shot. That way, when you get a resupply, you can get 8 drop shots instead of just 4. But that's just not a good decision on my part. I don't know if I was told that or not. I'm lagging pretty bad, but that's not affecting my gameplay necessarily. I have recharge bounty on. I do remember that. So I think I let Lonnie get some of these kills. I should have really I got some kills as well. I don't remember what happens here. So yeah, when you're going through a hive, for the first time around, I'm running recharge bounty. I didn't mark that reject. Oh, I know why you said that. So the other player, who's an old Horde buddy of mine, he had restart in the bottom right of the screen. The reason he said that was so a common strategy for for killing the matriarch was the grenade duping glitch that used to occur, which I wish I was never taught, because that really, I don't want to say slowed down my progress, but it was really annoying for the times I did do it, because the reason the grenade glitch isn't even a good glitch, it doesn't even help you win necessarily, is because 2 players become 1 player, so you end up having 2 players instead of 3. What I mean is, 1 person is dedicated to getting grenades for Keegan, and Keegan is, constantly going back to that person for grenades. So because of that grenade glitch, it actually makes games slower and more difficult than if you just played, how the game was intended to be played, with 3 players doing their own thing. So at the bottom right, if you saw one of the players said, should we restart? Because of the fact that if you didn't get the poppers, like there's 3 poppers on that first bridge with the drop shots on. If a grenade didn't drop there, you basically had little to no shot to get a grenade later. So a common strategy was, if you didn't get if none of those 3 poppers dropped, you just restarted the game until you did. Or you took comfort in knowing that you weren't killing a matriarch. Now there's different characters now, like JD can use his ultimate, Lonnie can use Breaker Mace, which is a common strategy once you did know it. Mac can freeze and bleed out the matriarch. Not bleed out, but use bolt-off bleed to kill the matriarch. There's other strategies you can use now that weren't as common before. What I was taught was a bunch of grenade glitching to kill a lot of these enemies. And it really was a waste of time in hindsight. The grenade glitch was patched, and it was never beneficial to begin with. So that's my thoughts on that. So we don't get, again, not marking when I'm running recharge mounting is actually hilarious. But then again, I wasn't into score runs yet, so I don't know what I get in here. So okay, he mentions the popper. Poppers are getting through. So he got frozen. That's what happened in the bottom left. So now we're going to use the grenade glitch for the flashbangs, it looks like. And now see how it's a wasted. See how much time it's taking. We're still in the supply room, and there's a popper still outside there that we have to deal with. I wish I was never taught that. Honestly, I don't know how many games I used for it, but I personally wish I was never taught that. I don't know how he didn't die from the second popper there, but lucky, because I definitely wasn't going to be able to carry. So we got a frag there. We got just one frag there. See, it's just time. I'm not using my resupply for some reason. An elite grenadier made it all the way up there, which I find interesting. I snapped the neck when I could have switched to a gun. I could tell by how I'm gingerly walking right now that I'm not going to make the safe room. I can't remember specifically, but I could tell by the venom, and I could tell by the character that I am not going to make the safe room, which is going to suck because of the fact that I have drop shot. I'm not using my resupply. And granted, on Ice Queen, back before the characters are stronger and escape was actually easier because the long shot's been stronger. On Ice Queen, everything's happening back at that time. Now it's an easy map, but at that time, everything's happening so fast. You have to hop from section to section. The Venom is still one of the fastest in the game, so you kind of really don't have a whole lot of time. You need everyone to just know what they're doing. You don't need to kind of like baby people through it because of the nature of the map and the Venom being fast and the enemies. But so it's in all likelihood, I probably wasn't even receiving any instruction right now. But it's all a learning process. This is again my first Ice Queen master run, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I can tell there's almost no way that I'm going to make the save from the. This is my gut feeling as of right now. There's going to be more poppers, 6 more poppers, and going to be 2 wardens. The elite grenadiers are going to come up, and by the looks of the venom, unless I'm going to be freezing some stuff, there's no way. So I'm not freezing anything still. I'm in thick venom now for some reason. I'm just kind of like gingerly, getting carried right now. So there's the wardens. Use ultimate on the wardens. At this point, I should just... What am I doing? Why am I trying to kill a warden? So there's 3 elite grenadiers there. I should just run to the safe room, but I don't know the map that well, so I don't even know how to run to the safe room. So yeah, I'm just kind of, there it is, dead. So yeah, just I guess when you're learning the maps for the first time, I don't know how many people still play Escape or still need the maps per se, but if you're learning the maps for the first time, try to get on these quicker Venom maps. What is it? The end is probably one of them relative to the enemies. The barracks is definitely one of them. You want to try to get instruction before the game even starts, as opposed to during the game, because during the game it might be too chaotic. The choke is a map where the Venom is so incredibly slow you could probably grab coffee and make a smoothie and come back to it. But a lot of these maps is like you got to know before the game even starts what you're doing. So as of right now, we are in a dicey situation to where Lonnie, the person who taught me, I died with drop shot, which really sucks. And he has an overkill and a breaker mace. And We have grenades, which means we're going to do a lot. Well, we got a grenade from that popper that came up to the third supply room. We have grenades so we're going to do some grenade glitching, which is going to annoy me, but I'll try to handle it. But this is really not a good situation for us right now. Not having drop shot to freeze the matriarch, not really the wardens or even the drop shot science so much. It's really the matriarch that makes it. It's going to be tough to deal with in the second act. But yeah, this was common for Ice Queen maps where the Lonnie character will be the only one to make the safe room. Just what it was. And since then, I don't know why, but there's only one other. What is it? There's only one other map that even has two maps. Excuse me. The Mist has a matriarch, and the Gatekeepers has a matriarch. Well, and both of them have it some of the times. Ice Queen has it every single time you play. So here the fun begins to where, the grenade glitch happens, which is, it's going to really slow down the game. It's really going to, nobody having flashes is a mistake. Me still not using resupply, and me not necessarily knowing how the grenade glitch works is also going to slow the game down. So no one has flashes for Elite Grenadiers, which is, the wrong decision. Let's see what the strategy is. Okay, the strategy is to use grenades to kill the warden. And I was always good at blind tossing, and 50% bleed, it might kill the warden. We'll see. We'll see what the kill feed says. No, it doesn't kill the warden. So basically, the strategy is to use grenade glitching to bleed out all the enemies, which is, and so with the way the grenade glitch works, I don't need to bring back 2 grenades. I just need to come back with no grenades and then get the 2 that they drop. But for some reason, I didn't handle it that way. I don't know why I did it that way. It's just interesting. So yeah, basically at this point in the game, I'm just a grenade thrower who waits behind teammates. Like I said before, that's actually the wrong decision up there, using Breaker Mace on an Elite Grenadier. But again, this was when Ice Queen wasn't as, old as it was before. But, using Breaker Mace, if you have Breaker Mace as a melee character on Ice Queen, and you're not using it on the Matriarch or Warden or even Drop Shot Scion, you might get kicked from the game at this point. So I'm just telling you that right now. If you have Breaker Mace, it is not for drone-like enemies. It's for Matriarch, Drop Shot Scion, and Warden. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know if they didn't know about the flash and grab, but that would have been way better than the grenade glitch. See, I've cleared this area faster by myself than what we did grenade glitching with 3 people, but I'm a different player now, obviously. Alright, more fun, more boredom is, getting fresh grenades. I think one of the strategies was to throw grenades up here as opposed to just sniping the hunters. I don't think I'd get anyone up here. I never could get the angle of this throw. And again, like I said, it really slows down the game. Oh, there we go. There's a hit marker. But I only got 1. So it's not like it was any faster. It'd been faster just sniping them. Oh, this was back when hunters took the hunters took 2 sniper bullets unless it was Mac and Venom. I remember that now, which is kind of whack. So the Lonnie and the Emil have Breaker Mace. So I'm just a grenade glitcher at this point. And honestly, the thing about the grenade glitch and the thing about most glitches is in general, I'm against pretty much any glitch, especially the ones that people use to exploit score runs. Like you got the headshot on meat shield. We got the cog tag duplications. I despise those, and I don't even respect those people. But the glitches that are, for instance, I used on the split solo run, I used a shock grenade to bleed out a sentinel. So those glitches I'm kind of iffy on 50-50, because it's like I was going to use that strategy anyway, but now my strategy causes the shock to work to bleed out a sentinel. I on the mist, I used 2 shock grenades and the bolt tuck to kill a whole matriarch. So there are strategies I was going to do anyway, but they have been enhanced because TC dropped the ball in, I don't know, identifying skill cards or whatever. I was taught the grenade glitch because it was out, I guess, since the game launched. I'm not 100% sure. Because it was out since the game launched, it my buddy said, or my old buddy said that it's supposed to be this way. He said that it's been like this for so long that if it wasn't supposed to be this way, they would have already fixed it. Granted, in hindsight, TC fixed it, but it took them months and months to fix something that probably should have been done inside of 30 minutes. But, what do I know? So here we are, grenade glitching. Not learning anything, not getting any better, just glitching. So I killed 1 hunter, which means there should be 2 hunters and a drop shot scion. This bridge was a bridge where you had to be... We don't have drop shot, remember? So we lost drop shot before the safe room, so freezing the drop shot scion, it made everything harder to deal with. So I used grenades to get these juvies and poppers and the scion, as opposed to letting them kill us. But ultimately, you want to freeze the drop shot scion and headshot them. So it's getting dicey. Like, you see how thick the venom is? I really need to go now. I need to run. I don't have time to do what I'm doing right now. And I get hit. Oh, well, it's a good thing I got down there because I probably wouldn't have survived. Okay, so thick venom. I just barely made the bridge. Any thicker, I would not have made that bridge. So in this spawn should be 3 hunters, 4 juvies, I think something like 2 grenadiers, 2 elite grenadiers, and then you get the drop shot. What is it? 2 drop shots and the matriarch at the pad. So, in my opinion, this is the harder spawn, if there is a hard spawn in Ice Queen. This is definitely the harder one to deal with than getting the matriarch on the bridge. At that time, I don't know what you wanted at that time, but nowadays, I'd rather have the matriarch on the bridge. So, we're not really. I think we have 2 minutes before the doors start closing. So I'm trying to reload the drop shot, but I don't know why I'm just not using my resupply. So yeah, at this point, I'm just taught to just use grenades to kill as much as I can. I'm decent at tossing, but obviously not decent enough at Ice Queen angles at this time. So there's a Grenadier coming up, as opposed to any triple combo or flashing and grabbing. I just bleed them out through grenades, which, in my opinion, is more work, technically. But anyway, there was... at this time, I don't know how big I was as far as watching different YouTubers, but there's really not a ton of... There are some, but there wasn't even a ton of escape videos as far as teaching us how to kill the matriarch or teaching us how to flash elite grenadiers and meat shield. A lot of it